Thank you so much for pressing play. You know, every time you press play, it gives me the inspiration to do another video. So I'm heading back to the airport, and I had a really interesting conversation with my Uber driver. And ironically, what's funny is he pulled up in this old car, this old Ford, I think it was like a Ford Focus or something like that. And I'm not gonna lie, I can take this off. I was a little skeptical of the ride. I was like, man, and he was an old guy. And there he goes driving off. And we started to talk. And you know, sometimes when you're in an Uber ride, sometimes you feel like talking, sometimes you don't. I really didn't feel like talking, to be honest, but he did. So I just listened. And he was just, you know, we were having a talk, and we were talking about Austin, and he was like, yeah, Austin seems like a place that everybody loves to live here. And I was like, oh, interesting. Okay. And I was like, what? You know, I was curious. Like, why do people love to live here? He goes like, people just genuinely want to live here. And then he goes on to say this, which was really interesting to me. He said that Egypt, where they built the pyramids, is on the same energetic frequency as Austin. Austin's on the same energetic frequency as Egypt was. I was like, interesting. Where'd you get that from? And he said, well, people like Native American Indians habitated this area for over 10,000 years. And he said, you know, there's something, and this is his opinion. I don't know if this is true or not, but this was just an interesting conversation. He said there's something about this area that it's on an energetic frequency, as similar as I said. And I asked him, I said, do you think that's contributing to all of the people that are coming here from especially the creative industries, the tech industries? I'm actually looking at Google's new building right now that's being built. Like, the skyline is changing. Apple's here, Tesla's building down here. And then you have like the South by Southwest, which is like the really big conferences that go on every March. But he said that, you know what? He was really simple about it. He was like, you know what? That could be supporting all of this creative energy that's coming here, that's being drawn here. I was like, And then my next question was, do you think they know they're being supported by this quote unquote so-called energetic field? And he said, you know what? I don't know if they know, but they're definitely benefiting from it. And I just kind of like, by the time, you know, the conversation was over, it was time for me to get out. The only way I can express that conversation, I just gave him the biggest tip. I gave him like a $5 tip. It was only a 4-minute ride. I think the tip was more than a ride. But just that little piece of insight was very, I don't know, it was weird that, you know, we're having this conversation. I don't know. I just thought I would share it. I don't know if this means anything to anybody, but this is I think I just did this video so that I can look back on it and just as a note to self. So anyway, I don't have anything else. I'm about to grab some coffee. There's a really good coffee spot called Mañana that's here that I'm about to go get some coffee. But yeah, that was such a, like, it's such an interesting, here, maybe I can show you guys where Google is building at. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Yeah, that is that building right there. It's being built. That's a headquarters of Google. But anyway, I don't know. I just thought that was interesting. Thought I would share. Anyway, I'll be hanging out in the comments before my flight. Let me know. Do you think there's an energetic field in Austin, Texas that's drawing and attracting some of the best and brightest minds in the world? So with that said, peace.